gonna do is something that every Puerto Rican on the face of the earth love. Bacalaitos. Bacalaitos are catfish fritters. Catfish fritters. Okay? So what are we gonna need for that? Recipe calls for a quarter of a pound of bacalao, which is catfish. But I like bacalaitos that really feels like I'm catfishing. Okay? So this is more than a quarter of a pound. Then you have 3/4 of a cup of all-purpose flour right here, salt and pepper to taste, and sofrito. I mean, you can use garlic separate and onion separate, stuff like that, but sofrito has everything that you need. If you need something else, well, you can put it. Or you can also use my mojo, which is pretty good for that. But that's another video. You have to check it out on our channel. Okay? Last but not least, what's gonna give it the kick is this little thing, baking powder. Okay? Half a teaspoon of it. Okay? That's all there is. It will actually make it rise. It's gonna be pretty awesome. Okay? So we'll begin by, oh, by the way, 3/4 of a cup of water. Okay? Very important. So what we do, first things first, so we're gonna combine the water and the flour. What we need here, we want to put the salt and pepper right now. What we really want here is something that resembles a pancake batter. Okay? This is a tad too thick right now. You can always have more water. So now we add a little bit more water. Okay. Remember, if this thing gets too thick, more water on it. If this thing gets too watery, you know what to do. Put some more flour. Okay? I don't know about you, but this truly resembles pancake batter. And you know what? It should be awesome just as it is, but let's put the bacalao in it. Okay? Let me tell you, these things right here are gonna be full of bacalao. You go to some commercial places that you have to actually use a microscope to find the bacalao. None of my fritters. The thing with bacalao, this is how you're actually gonna do the bacalao. Let me tell you one thing. And while I tell you this is gonna rest a little bit. Okay? You need to let it rest a little bit.
A few moments later.
So, you're gonna need your tongs and you're gonna need a ladle. Okay? Now, one thing about bacalao. Okay? You're gonna find bacalao that is gonna say in the bag that it has no bones. Well, guess what? Don't trust everything that you read. Bacalao will have bones. It doesn't have a lot of bones, but it will have bones, or espinas, like we call them back home. Okay, so this is the thing. The way you do bacalao is very simple. On the prior day, you're gonna put the bacalao in water, just to take that salt. You're gonna rinse it all, and then on clean water, you're gonna put it on the refrigerator until nighttime. After that, you're gonna go back to the refrigerator, you're gonna change that water again. Okay? And then after that, next day when you want to do your bacalao, you put it in clear water, boil it, and it's supposed to be unsalted already. Okay? Now, one more thing. When you take it out of the pot after you boil it, what you really want to do is to make sure that there's no bones inside. So you have to grab it and just mince it with your hand, okay? And start mincing with your hand, and you're gonna feel it. If there's something that doesn't feel like flesh, that is probably a bone. Go ahead and take it out, okay? Not gonna be the end of the world if you swallow one of those, but yeah, it could probably be dangerous for you. So let's go to the stove now. So here we are back at the stove, okay? So I already put a little piece of the batter right here. You see how it goes? That's when I know that the oil is hot enough. Okay? So what I do is that I put it right there. Okay? Some people like them kind of fatty, but some people like them flat. So if you want to make them flatter, just go like this on it. Okay? And it should be good. Now, if you find this a little bit too pale for your taste, this is the way you're actually going to find it in piñones and coastal restaurants in Puerto Rico. But if you think that this is too pale for your taste, you can always put some sazon. Even some paprika will do, and it give it a little bit of color. But the true bacalaito from Puerto Rico doesn't have any color at all. So, like this. When it's ready, you turn it, and you put it into one of these. Why this? Did you see any paper here? No. Don't put it on paper, because the paper, what's going to do is that it's going to soak the oil in the paper, and then it's going to put it right back into your food. You don't want that, okay? You really don't want that. So put it in one of these, and of course this has holes on the bottom, so what you really want to do is to put a plate right on the bottom over here, so it will catch that. Okay? Now I'm trying to turn this around. That looks very nice. And while we're at it, let's just make another one then. Go ahead and try. You know, unlike some other substances that you can fry, this doesn't actually have a tendency to spray around and stick to the other stuff that you have on your pot. Okay? So this behaves really, really good. So, how do you know that this is done? Well, when it's brown on top, and it doesn't have, like, you're gonna recognize that it has some spots that look wet. You don't want that, okay? No wetness on your bacalaito, okay? You're gonna recognize it, okay? Okay, this one is already going to. So let's turn it. Now, here's a finished bacalaito. Did you see it? Right here, right there. Now, go like this. Bacalaitos take time. Okay, bacalaitos are things that, you know, you really don't put it on the pan and just take it in 2 minutes out. No, it takes time. But let me tell you, it's very rewarding when you put one of these in your mouth. You really, 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 really gonna love it. I know you already noticed they do look like pancakes. They look like pancakes, alright. Yeah, it's like a codfish pancake. Okay. It's funny with all this low carb fashion and stuff like that. If you're low carb, flour is your #1 enemy and stuff like that. And let me tell you, I have walked down that road. I don't think I would ever walk down that road again. But never say never. Okay? There's another one. Another one. They're coming out fantastic. You know what? It's actually a good thing that you don't put the annatto on it or the sazon, because this is the real color that you want on your bacalaito, just like this. And here they are, bacalaitos, cut fritters, homemade, from my kitchen to yours.